Monday night, live.
Two of the big guns from Coca-Cola League One tonight. It's Leeds United against Norwich City on Sky Sports 1 in high-definition HD1, channel 408. Norwich the joint top scorers in League One. Leeds with the best defensive record. Something has to give. Let's get across to our match commentators tonight, Gary Birtles and Rob Hawthorne.
And 2 days short of his 20th birthday, a fresh start for Wolves Welsh international Sam Vokes as he begins her career here on loan. But the loan culture is something that the Norwich manager Paul Lambert is looking to get away from. He feels the fact they had 17 loan players last season contributed to their demise of the Championship. So the team with the best defensive record in all four divisions. Leeds United, who've let in just 5 goals in League One this season, get us underway. 11 matches unbeaten at the start of the campaign. Their last defeat was back in April against Leicester, and the man in charge tonight, Lee Mason, was the referee then, so that's maybe not a good omen for them. That's Holt with a flick on. That's away by Jason Crowe. Stephen Hughes with a header. Darrell Russell underneath it. And the fact that it is in League One, it's a big game feel about it, isn't it, Gary Birtles?
It certainly has, and you talk about Leeds' defensive record, only 5 conceded. Norwich, joint top scorers in the division with 24. Scored 11 in the last 4 games, only conceded 1, so they're not afraid of coming here. I'm sure we'll see a very positive approach, and that's a poor one early on. Couldn't get the ball down, about 6 consecutive headers there, come straight through him, nowhere near the ball.
Well, it's a fixture with an extra special edge for Richard Naylor, who's got a cup from that collision with Wes Hoolahan. He's also got a card. So the former Ipswich player, who's a veteran of derbies against Norwich, involved in the action in the first minute. And that might require a change of shirt as well as a patch-up job by the eye.
I'll tell you what, sometimes referees get some stick about not giving yellow cards early in games because they like things to settle down. But he's got it right. If it's a foul, as it wasn't a good one, then give a yellow card.
Askew clearly climbing. Jens Bertel Askew. Lee Mason, who wasn't the original choice to referee tonight, it was due to be Kevin Friend, the man who stepped in for the 6th Steve Bennett at the Villa-Chelsea game at the weekend. Beckford. Here's Howson. And that's a foul. Given away by Lappin.
We see a few of those early on. Nobody wanting to concede early on. Any sign of danger? We'll see that happen. The trip there.
Well, Leeds still a man short, and they could do with Richard Naylor really for this kind of situation, but he's headed off down the tunnel to get that eye wound sorted. It's Snodgrass over the free kick. The Norwich defence copes. Lappin gets it away, and a more measured ball might have set Chris Martin away.
They're taking no chances. Don't try and be clever too early. The away team. Let's get off to a good start. Let's try and take the sting out of Leeds United.
Here's Jason Crowe with the throw-in. Held back by Vokes to Crowe. It's a foul by Hughes.
Well, they'll be asking for a yellow card, the Leeds players, I'm sure, because they've seen one of their players get booked. Crowe just goes to play it there. That's a shocker. That's got to be a yellow card. That's horrible. Nowhere near it. Yeah, well done, referee.
Well, a busy start for Lee Mason. 2 bookings in the first 4 minutes.
But that tells the players at least you've got a referee who's in charge, who's not going to accept anything like what we've just seen. The 2 challenges, both poor, and yellow cards given. Might just settle everybody down a little bit.
It's Snodgrass with a free kick. It's a disappointing one. Cleared by Lappin. Back by former Norwich player Andy Hughes.
He's come across to help out while Naylor's off the pitch.
Vokes the target from the clearance. Helped it on. Caught the arm of Robert Snodgrass. Sam Vokes, who's a full Welsh international, scored for them this season against Montenegro in August, but he hasn't scored for Wolves. Played 4 times in the Premier League this season without a goal.
What he does, he assists really well. Every time I've seen him play, he looks like he wants to hold the ball. His movement's good. He brings midfield into play in his Bournemouth days until now in the Premiership with Wolves. Anybody who plays alongside him has got a player who is unselfish and will help him. I'm sure Beckford will be delighted with that.
It's become a stable partnership here, Beckford and Becchio, who hasn't really missed too many league games in his time here. In fact, I think this is the first one he's missed through injury. Here's Russell. Now on Semabour. And Russell! And Higgs tested already and did enough! An awkward moment for the goalkeeper, and Drury keeps up the pressure. Well, he had to grapple with that on his return to the first team, the Leeds goalkeeper, and he just kept it the right side of the line.
Well, it was a good save in the end, didn't it? Well, that's what happens when you're missing one of your centre-halves. Semabour makes a really good run here. Just one touch, whips it into the danger area, slightly behind. Keeper doesn't deal with it, it's not over the line. He does well in the end. Should have dealt with the first one a little bit better. It's good adjustment here. Doesn't try and smash it, just gets it on target, Russell. Keeper worried for a split second, just recovers really well and makes sure it goes away from the danger area. Not what you want for your first touch, is it really, that?
Breathing probably just about returning to normal for Shane Higgs. Long-term player at Cheltenham, he had 10 years there. He's actually making the 300th appearance of his career tonight, and it almost started with a grave embarrassment.
Oh, there's nearly another one. Played it blind there, didn't he?
Fortunately for Askew, not too heavy a touch, and Forster able to deal with it.
The defenders need a massive shout from the goalkeeper when it comes through like that.
Beckford with a header on. Here's Vokes. Beckford looking for and locating Jason Crowe. This is Snodgrass, whose return to the team has taken everyone by surprise. This is Vokes, Sam Vokes.
Well, that shows you what he's about. His willingness to show to the man on the ball. There, comes towards the ball, first touch good. Gets a second away from him, slightly off balance when he hits it. And that's what he's about. He'll always show for the ball, which you like from a striker. Not the best finish, but everything else was good about it.
Martin looking to get in here, as is Holt. There was a sight, I think, at a game you came to recently of Patrick Kisnorbo with a headband on, and now Richard Naylor likewise. That was the Liverpool League Cup game when Kisnorbo was sporting the headwear.
Goes right back to Terry Butcher as well, doesn't it? That famous picture. Centre-halves, they want to carry on. Don't care how much they're bleeding. Get that bandage wrapped round and get me back on.
Here's Adam Drury. Naylor winning that duel. Cleared to Hughes. Now Martin. Chris Martin looking to bend one round.
Well, they're playing with a real confidence, aren't they, Norwich? You can see the belief that's in them. Back of 4 wins on the trot. Good interplay. Knows exactly what he wants to do. Tries to curl it in that bottom corner. Leeds giving him a little bit too much time and space there.
He went 2.5 years without a goal for Norwich, Chris Martin, but he's now scored 4 in 7 matches. Part of that spell was spent out on loan at Luton. Here's Hughes. Johnson, and he's offside, Beckford.
It's well played by Norwich. Dangerous game to play against him, keeping a line like that, and he applauds that. And there's the ball rolled in, and when that's played, he looks onside. When it's actually played, so difficult for an assistant to get it right, though. Distance between the ball and the man.
Leeds have got a bit of a problem at the moment. Howson seems to have picked up a groin problem. He really seems to be suffering with that. They have had a difficult time of it with injuries, and they've been hoping that the international break would help one or two of those to clear up. But they picked up that early problem for Naylor, which has required 4 stitches. And now Howson is struggling through. There's Howson. This is Doyle. Hughes. Johnson. Hughes had got forward. Hughes had gone with him. Wasn't sure that he was going to get the referee's verdict, so kept it in anyway. That's Russell under pressure, winning the free kick.
You should never give a free kick away there. They're under pressure, they're on the back foot. Just stay on your feet, don't dive in.
Fraser Forster, who's on loan from Newcastle United, a deal that's been extended through to January. Hughes with a header. Naylor still meeting everything in the air. This is Holt. And there's danger here. Houlihan. And Higgs got a touch to it, and Naylor was first in to sweep up.
Well, he'd be disappointed with himself there. Acres of space, got to be a worry. Holt does really well, really aware, just switches it in there. Look at the time, the space, just hits it straight at the goalkeeper. And again, he parries it, but gets away with it.
And it's Lappin's corner, and the header across is wide.
Oh, Houlihan, he's got 5 this season, hasn't he? I think he'll feel he should have added to that. It's unselfish again by Holt. Just reverses it in there. First touch not too bad, but just scuffs it. And the keeper gets lucky again. Good job Naylor's cleaning up there to get him out of it.
Scored in the last 2 league games, Wes Houlihan, including the winner in the last one at Carlisle. Norwich now haven't lost in their last 5 league games since the 2-1 defeat at MK Dons, which is their only loss in 9 league matches under Paul Lambert.
They're unlucky that game as well. They went in front in the first minute and lost it late in the game. They started the brighter of the two, haven't they, to be fair?
They are the team in form. The pressure. Here's Houlihan. Now Hughes. Drury. To Snodgrass. Beckford. That's Johnson looking to set Jermaine Beckford away. Doherty trying to stick with him. And the defender does enough.
Well, stayed on his feet well, didn't he? That's what Jermaine Beckford's looking for, that diagonal ball. Trying to get himself one-on-one with Doherty. He does that, but the experience comes into play here. Stays on his feet, doesn't dive in the box. But Beckford gets his team a corner.
Well, Leeds have got another problem now. Their substitute goalkeeper, Kasper Ankergren, is getting stripped. There was a signal from Higgs to Snodgrass when he was possibly tempted to play a back pass to him to get the ball forward. At the start of the attack that's led to this corner, which Snodgrass himself takes. And they come piling in, and the goal is scored by Bradley Johnson. His 6th of the season, and Leeds in front.
Well, after nearly going one behind with Houlihan's attempt, they go down the other end, and the quality of the corner makes this possible. Beautifully flighted, attacked really well, not defended very well, to be fair. A lot of good movement. Look how he climbs at the back post, but keeper comes nowhere near it. Just pulls off there, behind Osemabor, hangs well in the air, and that's poor defending. Have to do better than that. And he's delighted. Give Johnson all the credit. That is desire.
Well, there's still concern about the goalkeeper, and Ankergren will come on at the first opportunity. He played the last three anyway when Shane Higgs was sidelined with a thigh injury. And Higgs was actually urged to throw the ball out then, but he's actually put himself under a bit of pressure from the throw he did make. This is Crowe, now Naylor. Leeds need to just get it out, really. Norwich would welcome an opportunity to test the goalkeeper, as he is lame, and you can see that in the quick throw taken by Holtz. And Bromby in the end comes across and sorts it out, but still they're reluctant to put it out of play.
Nobody seems to be telling them, do they?
And yet, Leeds could score another one here if Snodgrass can get this one right. And it's hit by Doyle, and the block by Darryl Russell.
Well, Snodgrass for me should have put that across the face of the goal for Jermaine Beckford. He was in a terrific position. The ball's played out, it's beautifully hooked into his path. Look at Beckford's position now. Just slide it now across there. He waits just a little bit too long. There's the deflection, and it's a decent block. See Beckford's reaction, he wanted it early.
Well, an unexpectedly early end to Shane Higgs' night. It was an awkward start for him anyway, with that effort from Darryl Russell that he had to deal with. But it looks as though the thigh problem has recurred. And Casper Ankergren, who has played over 100 games for Leeds, not exactly a junior deputy, regular first choice until this season, comes on to take his place.
Say, couldn't be a better substitution for them, could it? Bags of experience.
Well, the league leaders are ahead, and with their enviable defensive record this season, that's going to make it all the more difficult for Norwich to conquer them. This is Doyle. Snodgrass with a header. Now Crowe. Snodgrass again. Aim for Johnson again. Clearing header by Osemabor, who was the man he towered above to score his goal.
It just shows how things change football quickly. I feel Norwich should have been in front. A Houlihan opportunity that was saved by Higgs. 30 seconds later, 1-0 down. I think Lambert will be pleased with the defending from that corner for the goal.
As they're coming together off the ball between Hughes and Chris Martin. This is why the Norwich man is hobbling. Paul Lambert, who was the architect of Norwich's horrendous downfall on the opening day of the season with that 7-1 win that he masterminded for Colchester, and brought in to try and repair the harm that he'd inflicted. And he's done so well up until now, but tonight always going to be a big challenge.
Well, you just hope that towards the end of the season, if goal difference comes into play, Paul Lambert might regret that 7-1 victory.
Well, amazingly, since then he's actually brought them back to a positive goal difference. Came into tonight +6. Reduced slightly now, and Leeds worth the goal on the basis of that possession.
They are, and although Norwich started brightly, look the more composed, but this is a Leeds side playing with so much confidence under this manager. They just feel they can get at the opposition anytime they feel like it, because of the players they've got in forward areas.
Snodgrass. Here's Crow. Away by Askew. Benhausen got it forward. This is Beckford. Snodgrass. Cut out by Drury, only to Howson. The aim was right to keep it going, but the execution didn't come off.
Well, Leeds do like to get Snodgrass involved whenever they possibly can. Against Liverpool in the Carling Cup, he just absolutely tore them to shreds first 45 minutes. Go inside or go outside, always available, really good outlet. And Norwich, I think, feel he is one of the main threats, trying to close him down every time it gets out to him.
Naylor certainly hasn't been shying away since that early injury from his collision with Houlihan. Naylor, a veteran of East Anglian derbies. Doesn't have the best record in them though. Lost 6, won only 2. 14 years at Ipswich, in which he scored for them in a playoff final success and played for them in the UEFA Cup. And Drury kept it in, and Russell goes for the header. And Leeds might have been complaining about that because they felt it had gone out for a throw-in.
Paul Lambert straight away looked at the linesman and said, no, it's not gone out. The linesman agreed with him. The ball in the box was an absolute cracker. Well, here it is. It's very, very tight. You think it's going out. Oh, the ball's got to go out. Didn't to me. That's a wonderful ball in. It's good defending. Gets his body across there, Hughes. Stop Russell getting a clean header on it.
Ball forward by Andy Hughes. Invokes something to chase. Up against Gary Doherty.
Well, that's how important the defending from Andy Hughes was at the other end. They've now gone up the other end towards the Norwich box, got themselves a corner, as they did before. Well, they achieved what they did from the previous corner and go 2 up.
I think they were still without Naylor then, weren't they? But it was a cheap goal that Norwich conceded from a corner, and they'll be wary about doing the same here. Referee just wanting to sort out the crowd scene. Otsumabor following Johnson wherever he goes.
Look at Holt, he's all over Naylor, arms all round him.
And he's gone down before the corner was taken.
Well, Holt was all over Naylor. You see it all the time in the box, don't you? There we go, the two of them together. There, grabs him by the arm, pulls him down, and well, what's the referee to do there? He's at him again. Look, there's the arm across the chest. What's Lee Mason going to do? We'll be keeping a close eye on it.
Snodgrass's corner, Johnson climbed again, got his head to it, couldn't keep it on target this time.
It's going to be a big concern for Paul Lambert, the defending from set pieces, when the quality's as good as this coming in there. At the moment, Lee's just winning everything. It's got up a bit too early there. Again, there's arms all over opposition players in the box, but you do see it on a regular basis in every league. I just hope the referees sometimes will say, right, I've had enough of this, and give a penalty to stop it.
Here's Martin. Now Holt. First time from Otsumabor, cut out by Doyle. This was awkward for Jermaine Beckford. Leeds top scorer for the last 2 seasons. Establishing a new partnership tonight, though, with Sam Vokes. They haven't had much time to work on it. Bromby's header away, that's Howson. And now Vokes. Looking for Snodgrass, but it's beyond him.
Right idea, no execution. I applauded the idea and the thought. You just hope that Lee Mason's had a word with both players there and said, right, I've seen it, I'll let you off this one. If it happens again, I'm going to give a penalty. Players do it now because they know they can get away with it.
Here's Holt. Houlihan. Holt. Now Otsumabor. Now Russell. Hughes. Somerville pulling the ball across. Martin. Russell. Drury. And Holt is in there. Martin thought he kept it in for Houlihan, and in fact he had.
Oh, the crowd paying for a goal kick there. Thought the ball had gone out. Assistant right on the far side. Got a long way to look across to see if it was in or out, but the flag didn't go off.
Referee needing to keep an eye on things again as this corner is whipped in by Lappin. Cleared away as far as Beckford. And Snodgrass is away, despite the attempts of Hughes to contain him. But Hughes has done well, he's recovered well.
He did recover well.
Frantic stuff. And the strike is sailing over from Vokes.
It's a long way out. Why not have a go? It's a decent break again by Leeds. Here comes to Vokes there. Not a good kick from Forster, was it?
Just to clarify that situation from the last corner and the confrontation between Naylor and Holt. The referee had blown his whistle, but the corner hadn't actually been taken by the time of the offence. So as the ball wasn't in play, the referee addressed it without recourse to pointing to the spot.
Yeah, I think that's what he would have said to the players. I've seen that, and next time it happens, I will give something. And I hope he does, because it'll stop it. It's just so annoying and frustrating. You see it every week in every level of football, and no matter times it goes unpunished.
There's Russell, back by Houlihan. Somerville. Darrell Russell.
They certainly like passing it about, don't they? Very comfortable on the ball in all areas at the moment, Norwich. Just working Leeds across the line, making them chase.
Broke down from Darrell Russell in the end. That's Bromby. Doyle. Snodgrass. Away by Russell. This is Houlihan. Somerville. Houlihan. Let's aim towards Martin. Probably have done with the man who provided it being in the box, Holt. Week of Champions League football ahead. Liverpool against Lyon tomorrow from 7 o'clock. That's live on Sky Sports 2 and Sky Sports HD1. More action tomorrow with Rangers against Unirea, Sky Sports 3 and Sky Sports HD2. That's from 7 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, early start for CSKA Moscow against Manchester United. Make sure you're with us from 5 o'clock, Sky Sports 2 and HD2. Champions League seems a distant memory now for Leeds United. The championship is their aim. They've made a decent start to the season, and they've made a decent start to this match too, with Bradley Johnson's goal separating them from the Norwich team, who have been very much in form since that shattering opening day defeat. They're making plenty of running here. This is Hughes to Houlihan.
What they do well, Leeds, is that close down well.
Here's Beckford. Now Bromby. Howson. Nice skill. Can he hit it?
Oh, beautiful bit of footwork, wasn't it? Skipped his way past. Just tried to hit it too hard, I think. Sometimes you want to try and take a little bit of pace off it. Picks it up, look at that little side step. Then he just goes to absolutely smash it. He's off balance, both feet off the floor. It's difficult to then get it on target.
Scored his first senior goal at Norwich, Johnny Howson, but it's a bittersweet memory of that day because he ended up on the losing side, 2-1 back in February 2007. Here's Houlihan. Russell. Got summer ball. Martin here looking to escape from Andy Hughes.
Sticks to his guns well, doesn't he, Hughes? Beckford not happy with the treatment he received there. The referee said no, nothing wrong with that.
Here's Beckford. It's a good run from Beckford. Oh! Well, it deserved better.
Well, he just explodes onto the scene, doesn't he? Quiet for 10 or so minutes, picks the ball up there, skips past. This is where he's good. This is where he knows he has the ability to hurt the opposition. This time, he doesn't hit the target. Steadies himself there. He'll be disappointed, drags it across the goal. Used to seeing that happen very much. He usually hits the target, forces the keeper to make a save. Well, 6 attempts for the home team, but the one important one on target is the header from Johnson. They'll have to have all the defensive abilities, Leeds, to keep Norwich out of this game. We've seen enough from them. Where they pass it and the movement they possess can hurt you.
Here's Holt. Well won by Howson, that's Snodgrass. He was caught by Drury. Mason taking the kick, looking for Beckford, but Askell was alert to that. Here's Andy Hughes. The ball behind.
You have to take it with you. It does help.
On summer ball. Stephen Hughes. Bromby. Here's Crowe. Now Doyle. Johnson, the Leeds goal scorer. Beckford. Doyle. Hughes with the cross beyond Vokes. Away by Drury. This is Houlihan. Holt's header. Now Martin. Hughes. The Norwich captain. Flag is up.
I'm not in agreement with that decision. Norwich look better when they try and pass their way through, using Houlihan just in behind the two strikers. He's finding quite a bit of space. But Leeds, to be fair, are pressing really well. High up the pitch, they're not dropping deep and allowing Norwich to get behind them.
And Paul Lambert was a winning manager here last season with Colchester, 8 days before the sacking of Gary McAllister. They need to turn around a deficit here from the first 15 minutes caused by that man Johnson. Distinctive figure of Naylor coming forward for this free kick.
Well, he was with him, Grant Holt. Well, he's swapping this time, he's moved across. Leave it to somebody else.
Johnson still the one to fear. seen how good he is in the air. It's Snodgrass who takes the kick, and it is Naylor who gets the header back.
It's a decent header, and there's nobody in there, is there? Made it easy for Forster. Look at the header and look at the space in that 6-yard box. Nobody attacks it. Somebody has to get across the goalkeeper.
Lee Bromby's header. Snodgrass would have some few favours with the pass. That's Houlihan.
Against a lesser team with Leeds, Norwich might have had something out of this first half so far, because the play has been pretty good around the Leeds box, but the closing down has been so good from Leeds. It's not been able to pierce back four.
Drury has given possession away to Vokes. Norwich having enough numbers back to contain Leeds for now. So they'll have to try an alternative way through with Andy Hughes. Doyle. Beckford. Doherty slid in. Lappin. Now Martin.
Body check, I think they call that. And he knows it. Just as he dives in there. Well, puts the ball past. You're not coming past me, son. A chance now to pick Grant Holt out. This is where he comes alive. The service is good.
It's Lappin who has to find Holt or another target. Holt suddenly seemed to peel away and give himself the opportunity of a free header if he'd been found.
Well, the pace was too much, wasn't it? Just needed somebody staying at that far post. They all come in narrow there. Nobody attacks it at the angle of the 6-yard box.
And Holt, who's scored regularly this season, 4 in the last 5 games, 9 in total this year. Johnson winning the header in front of Gary Doherty, and this is Beckford. And he looked for Snodgrass, but it was Adam Drury who stepped in. Lappin trying to pick out Chris Martin. And Hughes tussling with him for it.
It was a foul as well. He got the wrong side of him. Desperate to put that right and get the right side, and in the end, look, wrong side, just gets beyond him, Martin. He's all over him. Can't get the right side of him, and in the end just drags him down.
Taking a quick and short free kick this time. Hughes has pulled it back. Houlihan. It's Lappin with the cross, and there's the equaliser. And who else? Grant Holt into double figures for the season, and it's the goal that Norwich had been threatening.
Well, what am I going to say? He comes alive if the service is right in that area. If it's good enough, he will get on the end of it. They work it well. Could have put it in here. Houlihan didn't. Gets forced wide. Plays it back. They keep possession well. There he is, vying for position at the end. Gets across. Stronger than his defensive marker. It's a good ball in. And it's his desire that wins the day. That's where he's good. That's where he's brave. That's why he gets the goals he does. And that's why he's got the captain's armband on. He is as honest as they come, Grant Holt.
Well, it was the man who scored the Leeds goal with whom he was tussling to get to that ball, Bradley Johnson, who may feel now that he was fouled by Grant Holt. But it counts. And Holt gets his reward.
Well, it shouldn't have been Bradley Johnson there with him. Somebody else should have been taking that responsibility.
Hughes. Away by Doherty. Now Martin. Holt. Here's Bromby. Beckford tangling with Gary Doherty. Here's Crowe. Adam Drury. Well, was he fouled?
Well, I'm not so sure he should have been picking Holt up in the first place. They're vying for position, both all over each other. No, I don't think that's a foul. He's put his hand up because he's just been beat to the ball by Holt, a bit similar to Beattie at the weekend. That's a goal scorer's goal, and for me, nothing wrong with it.
Martin, he was caught by Crowe. When no advantage materialised, the referee blew.
Yeah, good decision yet again. He's run the game well this first half, Lee Mason. Because there have been a lot of tackles flying in, some not the best, but he's trying to let things flow, as good referees do. These are two good footballing teams.
Houlihan looking for Stephen Hughes. Norwich corner.
Well, I think this is the sternest test they've had here at Ellen Road, Leeds. I'm sure they expected it. The last 4 games on the trot, Norwich. Masses of confidence. That disappoints coaches. And their players foul in the box, no need to, just be honest in there.
Here's Houlihan. Now Lappin. Away by Hughes.
Houlihan's causing problems at the moment for Leeds. Who picks him up? Does the centre-half come out and pick him up because he's in that hole? He doesn't want to, because then he leaves a gap behind. Does a midfield player come and do it? Perhaps he should.
Beckford had come back from an offside position from the assistant referee's viewpoint.
There's the header. It wasn't Beckford who was offside. It was the previous one coming back slowly.
Problems to ponder then for Simon Grayson. But the warnings had been there.
They have. Norwich started the half brightly. Leeds bounced back, responded well, got the goal in front. But Norwich just never sat back and accepted it. Just played the game they want to play, which is an attacking, passing game. They played it very well.
Houlihan. Cleared by Crowe.
Just thinking about that penalty decision in the box earlier, just going back to that, saying he hadn't blown the whistle, so it didn't come into play because it was a foul.
He had blown the whistle, but the corner itself hadn't been taken.
It hadn't been, yes, it hadn't been taken. Just thinking, if somebody just lashes out at somebody in a similar sort of scenario, will he not send him off?
Probably leave it to the video evidence to sort out. Here's Hughes. Hughes again with a cross. That was by Crowe. That's Somerville. Now Houlihan. Doherty.
It's good pressing by Leeds again, forcing Norwich all the way back. But they're having to work so hard to do that. Norwich are bright, they're passing it well, it's 1 and 2 touch stuff. They're trying to feed Houlihan when they can.
Leeds have been the pace setters in the division. Need a minimum of a point to go back to the top of the table ahead of Charlton. Here's Drury.
so many of those sort of fouls in this first half. It's played in. Oh, that's just an accidental collision, that one.
There's a tussle there between Holt and Hughes. The referee needs eyes everywhere to try and sort out these situations. Hughes has moved away, and now Johnson, who was beaten by Holt for the goal, has gone across to try and take care of him again. Two added minutes in the first half. And Norwich finish it on a high. Back across, well above Martin. There's Lappin. Martin. Doyle. First time through by Snodgrass. And back by Askew. Cleared only as far as Robert Snodgrass. Houlihan.
Paul Lambert head in hands again, saying you've got to take it with you. Shows how well Norwich have been playing, because Leeds just haven't been able to get in first gear. Snodgrass has not been involved as Leeds would have liked him to be. Service to Beckford and Vokes hasn't been possible because how well Norwich have been playing.
Simon Grayson, who took over in December, was trying to change a culture here of so near yet so far in terms of the playoffs in the last two seasons, and take them up without that added drama. Well, Leeds getting the game they might have expected from Norwich. Leeds did get the breakthrough through Bradley Johnson on the quarter-hour mark, but he was out-muscled for the equaliser by Grant Holt as Norwich's top scorer found his 10th goal of the season to make it Leeds 1, Norwich 1 at half-time.